About 700 years ago, the king didn't rule all of France. To the west of the river Rhône, he ruled the Ardèche. His symbol was the fleur de lys. To the east of the Rhône was the Dauphiné, part of the Holy Roman Empire. This was ruled by a prince called the Dauphin, and his symbol was a dolphin. As boatmen sailed up the river, they would call out Empi to identify the empire side of the river, and Riaume, or kingdom, to identify the king's side. From this cry, the folklore group Imperium took its name. Imperium are based in Romans-sur-Isère, in the department of la Drôme, in the south of France. The group boasts a healthy membership with children's and adult sections. The dances cover all styles, from those danced in the Dauphin's court to ones danced by the humblest peasant. The varied costumes are all made by members of the group. Imperium have travelled widely, including Japan and the USA, and have represented France at international events at the invitation of the French government. This is the Jacquemart clock tower in Romo. It was once part of the town's medieval walls. The automaton striking the bell is now in the uniform of a Napoleonic soldier, but originally represented a peasant called Jacques, who did his master's will without question, and now with his hammer, or marteau, he strikes the hours without question, hence the name Jacquemart. There are 33,000 people who live in Romo. The town grew around the monastery of Saint Bernard, which was founded in the 9th century. Inside the church are ancient murals, which tell the biblical stories. The historic centre of Romo contains narrow roads and alleys. These lead to some fascinating houses, which were the homes of leather workers and shoemakers. Romo, for a long time, was a centre of luxury shoemaking. Mass production has now almost ceased, but small workshops still design and handcraft shoes.
Au départ, il y a jusqu'à l'anti-glissoire.
Parce que si tu regardes la tige, quand tu montes, là, le problème, c'est qu'on est côté fleur.
A fascinating aspect of the town is the trompe-l'œil. It's a popular form of wall mural giving an impression of depth in the picture. Being in the south of France, the game of pétanque or boule is very popular. A major attraction in the town is the open-air market. Here, local produce is sold.
Very good. Bon, ça c'est pour toi, tu veux pas?
The land around Romo, in the valley of the river Isère, is very fertile. It is the principal fruit-growing area in France. The local vineyards date back to Roman times, producing some of the best wines in France. Above the town is the Vercors National Park. This beautiful mountainous region is renowned for its scenery of great contrast, flowers and wildlife. Towards dusk, it is often possible to see deer and chamois. It is a popular area for outdoor sports like parapenting. In winter there is skiing, and in summer there is skiing. The area around Romo is rich in tourist attractions. This preserved railway is very popular and runs into the Ardèche. Nearby is this miniature railway set in a large garden. It shows in small scale the life and scenery of the Ardèche. The costumes worn by Imperium are based on 18th century clothes from both sides of the Rhône. This is a peasant woman's outfit worn by people who worked near the banks of the Rhône. This costume from the Ardèche was worn by rich peasants on Sundays. Many women from the Dauphiné area wore this elaborate costume. A wooden frame was used to shape the bonnets. The lace bonnets came from les Hautes-Alpes. Historically, if the lace maker couldn't obtain thread, she would use horsehair. With this tricon hat, this would be the dress of a successful businessman in the Ardèche region. This is the outfit for the travelling schoolmaster. He would have feathers in his hat to say how many subjects he covered. In winter, he taught, and in summer, he worked the land. Imperium often tour local towns and can use up to 10 different costumes in their performances. Many of their musical instruments have origins in the Middle Ages. This bagpipe, or cabrette, comes from the Ardèche. And this unusual instrument was played in the Dauphiné area.
This instrument is called la vielle and it's come from the Middle Age, but in fact nobody knows when it come from exactly. We just know it's very ancient. In fact, all the instruments who comes from the Middle Age have a kind of woman head, maybe about Mary. And to make sound, it's just we have to turn this piece of wood. And like violins, when you bow the string, it makes sound. And And with this string we can make a rhythm. Just with my hand I make a little impulsion and it's gonna. But just to play the tune we have to, it's like in guitar we have to put something on the string. So. The particularity of this instrument is difficult to tune, but with the weather, in fact, it changed already because the strings move. It's a kind of difficult instrument, but quite charming, I think.
All the dances performed by Imperium are very old and are of local origin. The group boasts that their dances are very different from dances from any other part of France.